Hey Lou, what are you doing? Getting ready to watch Storytime with Sid. Why? 'Cause it's funny. You're funny. Funny looking.
Oh man, we are in for it now. Basil is dreaming again, but this time it's kind of like a memory, except he's still in town, and there's magic, and there's a monster, and it's gonna eat him. And there it is, and it's getting him. And Basil's like, oh my god, no. And it hits him, and he hits the ground, and he's like, help, it's gonna eat me for real this time. And it's like, slurping something, and then Aaron comes and he's like, I'm here to save you, kaboosh, and he explodes the monster, and the monster is so mad, and Basil's like, I am Lewick, Aaron, and Aaron's like, Basil, no, and it's very dramatic, and Basil wakes up and he's like, man, what a dream. Not a dream, he's got a boo-boo. Basil goes to school because he's a good student, and he's like, oh crap, I'm late again, per the norm. And he sits down and he's like, phew, at least I'm away from Aaron. Oh crap, there's Aaron. And Aaron is like, wow, good job. And Basil's like, I can't get away from you. And this teacher is evil, and they have to get on stage and they're acting out stuff. I'm not exactly sure, I've never been in theater, but they're not having a good time. And of course, they're partners now, because that's how these things work. And Basil's like, I don't even want to talk to you. And Aaron's like, fine, I don't want to talk to you either. And then they get mad, and oops, they made eye contact. And the teacher is like, perfect, you guys will be together. And then the teacher hits Basil where he had a boo-boo, and Basil's like, ow. And Aaron's like, oh my god, Basil, are you okay? Don't worry, I'll take you. I'll princess carry you all the way to the nurse. Except he doesn't princess carry Basil. He holds his hand, and Basil's like, oh my god. And then Basil's like, wait a second, this isn't the nurse's office, this is the library. How are you going to perform medical procedures on me in the library? And Aaron's like, don't worry, I've got a pen. And Basil's like, oh my god, my shirt, I'm so indecent, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed, oh my god, your pen is like magic. And Aaron is like, yeah, I took home ec, and so I know how to sew, I'm just gonna stitch your body back together. And Basil's like, okay, that's weird. But also, hey, by the way, I'm having scary dreams. And Aaron is like, oh yeah, because your bed is haunted. And Basil's like, ah, cool, I guess I'm sleeping on the floor from now on. And then Aaron just takes his hand again for no reason except for the fact that he wants to hold it. And he really has to impress Basil with this. You cannot trust Noah, he says. Not that Basil can focus on anything other than the fact that Aaron is holding his hand. And then Noah is like, hey, I heard my name. Like a beast summoned. And Aaron is like, here is my phone number. And Basil's like, I will never wash this hand again. Ooh, brushed. Noah's like, well, that's cool. Let's go be friends out in the middle of the forest. And Eli's like, doop, doop, doop. This is cool. I have no idea what's going on. And Basil's like, Noah, where exactly are you taking me? Because not like I believe, Aaron, that you're like probably evil, but also this is kind of sketch. And Noah's like, we're going into the forest. And then the platypus is back. And Eli is like, yay, the platypus. And Loom is like, don't talk to me. And there's a tree, and I think it's raining. Maybe it's raining. But they're not wearing umbrellas. So who knows? They're magically dry, probably because this is a magical tree. Noah's like, this is my magical tree. And then his bracelet turns into his magical stick. And the tree is like, I'm alive. And Noah is trying to explain magic to Basil. And he's like, there are these things called anchors. And this tree is like one of them. And Basil's like, okay, that's cool. And so there's 5 of these things. And Loom is like, no, have you been listening to a single word that Noah has said? And Basil's like, honestly, no. I'm confused. This is a lot. And Noah is like, you have got to learn magic, otherwise you will never stand a chance against Aaron. And Basil's like, I honestly don't really want to fight Aaron. And Loom is like, that does not matter. You've got to fight Aaron because he is bad. And Basil is like, but he's cute. And Noah's like, yeah, but he's bad. Only I can be your friend, Basil. And Basil's like, yeah, but Aaron is. And Noah's, no. Only I can be your friend. And Basil's like, okay, I guess. And Loom is like, your magic and your memories of magic are all connected to Tanglewood, and that's why you keep seeing monsters everywhere, and you have got to stay here and figure this out, otherwise everything is going to fall apart. And Basil's like, still don't really get it, but I guess so. And Noah's like, great, pact forged. you can now never turn back. And Basil's like, that's unfortunate. Oh, look, it was raining, and there's their umbrellas. But by umbrellas, I mean their coats. They go back. Eli and Basil go back to Basil's house. And he's like, wait a second. Eli, I'm pretty sure I hear something in the attic. And Basil's like, oh crap, it's my mom. And so they start running. And oh no, Basil's mom is having a fit. She's throwing everything around. The baseball broke the window. And Mace is like, oh my God, the window is broken. There's wind and there's snow. And the mom is like, where is he? And Mace is like, no mom, he's dead. And Basil's like, no mom, it's okay. And she's crying and it's so sad. And Mace is pissed. Mace is like, where were you? Why were you playing baseball out in the rain? And Basil's like, sorry mom. And he's so sad and he just doesn't even know what to do. And Basil is like, Eli, you're my only friend because Noah's kind of weird. And Eli's like, okay, let's take a moment, take some deep breaths and figure something out. And Basil's like, okay. And so they pull out these creepy pictures. And Eli is like, look at this picture on that camera that I found in your attic. It's a place in Tanglewood, but it got hit by a tornado or something. And Basil's like, weird. This place looks kind of familiar. And Eli's like, yeah, but I don't think it was a tornado because we don't really get tornadoes here. I think it was a tangle. Look at this thing on the ground. And Basil's like, wait a hot ding-a-ling and second. This looks familiar. Where did you get this picture? And then this rabbit is like, where did you get this picture? And this brings new words, new meaning to the words magic 8-ball. And they go flying through space. And Eli's like, what the heck? And the rabbit is like, let's go. And Basil is falling. And there's his dad. And his dad's like, hey Basil, do you still have that watch? And Basil's like, now's not the time, Dad. There are car pieces and I'm falling. And there's the car. And now I'm here at the entrance to Tanglewood. But am I really here? We just don't know. And then this rabbit is like, boing. And Eli's like, oh my God, a rabbit. And it bounces the heck off. And Eli's like, well, we should probably be worried about that. Basil, you look worried about something else. And Basil's like, this looks familiar. This is where my dad had a car accident. This is where I first saw the crash tangle. This is where, bum, bum, the tangle killed my dad.